Hello all, welcome to episode 3 of Crack Any Case, which is profitability cases. This is the first type of case study that we are solving in depth in this playlist. So without any further delay, let's start. Before starting the solving of profitability cases, I expect every one of you to know this basic formula, which is profit is equals to revenue minus costs. Note this on your notebook. We'll discuss later. We'll use this formula later. So in any profitability case study, we can solve that using 3 steps robust method. That is why, what, how method. You should ask yourself that what is causing decline in the profit? Why is the profit got declined? How to increase the profits, right? All the consultants working in the consulting firms were assigned these kind of projects only. Big companies come to consulting firms like McKinsey, BCG, and they give problems like this only. Like, our sales should be increased by 40%. Our profit should be increased by some X% in the given stimulated time. So this is a testimonial of how you are a better fit to these kind of jobs, right? So let's solve this case using a example. This is a problem statement that we use to understand well how to solve profitability cases. Okay, right? So let's read the problem statement. A clothing brand experienced a total loss of $16 million this financial year. How can this business become profitable, right? So you need to find the reasons which are causing the decrement in the profit, right? And then you should suggest some ways to increase the business, right? As we have discussed in the episode 2 of Crack Any Case, it's a big no to jump directly into solving the problem. You should first ask preliminary questions to the interviewer, right? Remember? Yes. So we should ask the preliminary questions. What are the preliminary questions that I am going to ask if I am solving this problem? As I already said, profit is equals to revenue minus costs, right? And in the problem statement, it is given that company is running in loss. Loss is nothing but negative profit, right? Revenue minus costs. When will this profit term goes into negative? If the revenue gets decreased or else the cost get increased, right? So there can be 2 reasons. To be precise, 3 reasons for losses. First, generating very low revenue, having very high costs, both at a time. So you should ask the interviewer, is this a flat cost scenario or variable cost scenario? That means the revenue is getting decreased year by year, or else the revenue is getting decreased along with the increment of costs. You should ask this question to the interviewer, and the interviewer will say that profit is equals to revenue minus cost. Then the interviewer will say there is a decrement of X dollars in the revenue and an increment of Y dollars in the cost, which caused the loss, the negative profit, right? So in this case, now we'll just assume that the costs are constant, but the revenue got decreased, right? Let's see. Let's go to the next thing. Okay, before going into the next slide, are there any preliminary questions remaining that we should ask the interviewer? If I am the one who is solving the problem, I am having another question. So please pause the video right now here and think about any other preliminary questions that you get. Right? Okay, I'm telling you this thing. You should ask the interviewer that, does the clothing company manufactures clothes for all the categories, kids, men's and women, or else this is only a men's essential clothing brand or women essential clothing brand or kids clothing brand? You should ask this question. These kinds of questions impress the interviewer. These things prove you are detailed to the problem. You are thinking towards the accurate solution for this problem. So if I'm the one who is solving this problem, I'm going to ask this question, and interviewer, let's say, said this thing: the company manufactures all three types of clothing, that for kids, men and women, right? So let's consider this thing and continue to solve this problem. The next question that I am going to ask the interviewer, that are the three categories giving us the low revenue, or else I am facing a revenue issue in only one category or in two categories? Can you give me the exact values of loss that we are getting? We should ask this to interviewer. Interviewer is not giving you these things pre-hand, okay? So the interviewer will say to me that, yeah, the kids section is having a minor loss, that is a decrement of $0.5 million, whereas the men's section saw a very steep decrement, that is $18.5 million, but the women's sector is performing better, that is having a $3 million increment in the revenue. So at this point of time, don't complicate the problem yourself on focusing on two categories, that both kids and men. Always try to dilute your problem till the interviewer say to solve in a complex way. This is the master technique to make your life easier during interview. So therefore we need to shift our immediate focus towards the men's clothing department and diagnose what is negatively impacting our company. So we should think what is done. Now we should go to the second step. Why? Right? Why the men's section is facing that much issue? So there are typically three types of issues that we will get. First thing is issues because of competitor, issues because of customers, issues because of lacking in the research and development of any kind of product, okay? Not only clothes, be it cars, whatever, mobile phone, anything. So competitors, let us say that, is there any new company in the market? Has an existing competitor made any new moves which are attracting customers towards them, and we are getting low revenue because of these things? Let's see customer point of view then. Have customers needs changed? Have customers changed their purchasing habits? Have customers started viewing the company differently? Let us see the research and development perspective. New technologies got introduced like anti-stain, anti-odor, antifungal. We saw in Shark Tank India, there is a brand that came, like they pour the tea on the shirt and the tea will float. There will be no stain here. So that kind of R&D is got developed. We are like lack in update of new designs. We are like still manufacturing old designs. So all these questions again you should ask to the interviewer, and interviewer will say you one thing. Yeah, Abhiram, sorry, my name is Abhiram. Okay, so yeah, take this question. Okay, right, like that. So all these questions you should note down on your paper and then ask your interviewer. The interviewer will give you one thing from these from the questions that you asked to. In this case, we have got competitor kind of question. Say like, has an existing competitor made any new move? Estimate this thing, like estimate that interviewer has given this thing. So after diagnosing the problem, now the problem is also got diagnosed. What's the problem? Has an existing competitor made any new moves? Yes. What is the move? Say the move is discount. Let's see, Amazon is giving great Indian sale discount on, especially on menswear, and Flipkart is lacking in this thing. I am a man who needs to buy formal dress for my company. What I will do, I'll check out to Amazon website because I'm having offers in Amazon website. Great Indian Festival, 40% sale, 50% sale. Flipkart is not providing me any kind of sale. So why I'll do? In reality, Flipkart is also providing big billion days, but just assume Flipkart is not giving any kind of discounts. So here, this is the situation given by the interviewer for us, that our competitors made a tactical move which is giving large amount of discounts for long period of time, like 1 week. So problem got diagnosed. Now you should think, how can we make this business profitable in next few months? You should jot down the solutions again. That is, counter the competitors move with, if I am the one who is solving this problem, I will tell these three solutions. Like counter the competitors move with tactical discounts. I will also give discounts. Why should I compromise? I will also gain customers by giving discounts. I'll first look over the trends, how he is giving the discounts. On formal wear, he is giving 20%. On funky dresses, he is giving 45% discount. So in that way, I'll mold my discounts also, right? I'll tell this point. And next thing, find the trending products and discount them a bit higher than the competitor. Let's look into the competitors' sales. Okay, people are buying more formal dresses from him. I'll keep a 3% discount more on formal dresses. Also, this is a master step that shock the competitor with the new move from your side. You do a new move, confuse them. This is also a possible solution. How can we increase the profit? Launch an exclusive men's collection. So launch a new collection that that company is not having with them. Launch a new collection, right? Again, launch bundle or value packs, etc. Give like one shirt is free for one shirt. Buy one get one free. Buy one get two free. That company is not doing that thing. You do this thing, your sales get increased. You will get more profits than him. So these are all the solutions, possible solutions that you are going to give these things to your interviewer. This is how we will solve a profitability case. There is no game of numbers. There is no calculations involved. You should just diagnose the problem, find the problem, and give reasonable solutions to increase the profit of the company. Think another way. There are many solutions there out there. Go. You think yourself. You may find new more solutions for this question. Think another way, right? Let's say the interviewer said that no. The loss is not because of the revenue generation. The loss is because of incremental of costs here. Revenue is constant. We got the same revenue as we got in the last year, but the costs got increased. This is the question. Now, again, the same three-step robust method. Why? Has the cost of fabric got increased? Has the cost of machinery gone up? Have the fixed costs got increased? Think about all these things. What? Suppliers. What suppliers can do? Have suppliers raised the price of the fabric and machinery? No, not like that. Say, have commissions got increased? Right? Think, no. See, in the competitors' point of view, are competitors facing similar cost increases? See the trends, how competitors are getting their fabric price and machinery price. Monitor the competitors' cost structure to compare yourself where you are lacking. And how will you reduce the cost? Negotiate lower prices with the supplier. Consider switching the supplier itself if he is not listening to us. Use an alternate type of fabric which is having the same quality and properties but less cost, right? Less expensive than that thing, right? Think about all these solutions. After this video, try this out. The loss is due to kids' clothing. The reason for the loss is due to the failure to adapt the new trends and designs. The loss is also attributed to changes in customers' purchasing habits, etc. etc. There are 7 types of problems I have given here, and we have just solved one type of problem here. Is that has existing competitor made any new moves? And cost point of view problem. There can be generated n number of problems. It's up to your wish how many types of problems you are going to solve, how much experience that you want to gain. The number of questions, the number of type of questions you solve, the experience you gain will be more. And I am leaving it to yourself. Okay. So with this thing, we are concluding the profitability cases, basics of profitability cases. We will definitely solve different types of problems in upcoming days once we complete all types of case studies, right? I will upload daily content in LinkedIn. Please follow me on LinkedIn, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Please support me so that my motivation gets fueled up and I work for you guys and give you quality content. Thank you.